But not he might not lead us into leader today, but he will lead us, and introduce, not introduce, but he will lead us into a beautiful prayer. So let's start off this meeting with a prayer. Reverend Takami.
Okay. Dear most beloved Heavenly Parents and true parents, thank you so much. Here, Heavenly Parents, centering on you, and every month we have such a precious meeting, the autobiographic club. Each one of the brothers and sisters has a rich history. God uniquely love and God uniquely guide each one of us. And it is honor for us to hear how God guided. And we can find also that love is also available to each one of us. Today, we are so blessed to hear the brother Ernest to share his life and also his path, Heavenly Parents, which is so full of miracles and also so many great lessons and testimonies of you, Heavenly Parent. Thank you so much for this occasion, and please bless this meeting and from the beginning to the end. And also we can find God through the brother's testimony, and we can feel closer to you. And as a matter of fact, the Heavenly Parents, you are everywhere and every time. Just we didn't notice or couldn't sense it, but always you are here today. I hope that through the testimony, we can once again remember that, and our life become richer after listening to the testimony. So thank you so much once again. I offer this prayer in the name of Takami Birth Central Family.
Thank you, Reverend Takami.
Thank you.
Put a lot of pressure on me there.
Thank you so much. So we want to thank you so much for coming here today. This is the Women's Federation for World Peace meeting. And we know that especially our parents, we call them affectionately true parents, Father and Mother Moon. And truly, Father Moon's motto always was, right? Serving with the heart of a father and in the shoes of a servant. And mothers are we're playing all these roles, right? But I think we need to, at this time especially, are called even more so to really serve our brothers and sisters in the entire world. And we have just heard about the leader providence, right? So there's another beautiful woman leader, right, asking us, come, visit, maybe you'll find your brothers over there, right? And it's amazing, like when I look, how the mothers are so responsible in the family to really loving up the child, right? Why not love them all up and guide them? Look, go into another country and look, what is really needed in this world, right? We're not we are very privileged here in this country. And I think it's really, like many times that we need the guidance, especially of the mother, right? Father, Mother, God, right? So anyway, I told, we are so thankful that their brother and sister, the ones that are sharing their beautiful testimony here today. I was hoping that also our precious Mama Joy, who has worked for a long time with our ministers, right? With the ACRC and now Women in Ministry. And then she has done so much, like teaching about the history, right, of America. And I was just wondering, Mama Joy, am I allowed to put you on the spot for just a few minutes to letting us know, who are you? Who are you? We'll give you 10, 15 minutes, and maybe if you have some questions, would you mind, Mama Joy, and maybe sit over here so we can come to know the wonderful sister of this wonderful man. No, we would love to hear from you both today, if you don't mind.
I'm not prepared. He has prepared and outlined all he has to say.
Yeah.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Hey, did you have to come back?
Yes,
That's
I
it.
understand. I'm a
Okay.
busy schedule.
Yeah.
I would prefer that because
Okay.
he's already
2 hours. Give you 2
The
hours.
French is speaking.
It's true though, right?
I would prefer to be
Okay.
schedule, so he'll have full
Wonderful.
time to.
It's totally up to you. I just wanted to give you, offer you the stage today because we love you, we appreciate you. And my husband, in your honor, has cooked this amazing barbecue for you, just for you two guys to know, and so you can enjoy this later. We will have some break time, but especially in Mama Joy's honor.
I love Brother Hiroshi because he's the best. But I opt not to be a part of this because I want him to have
Okay.
full stage. Okay?
Absolutely, absolutely. So
Thank
good
you.
then. You know what? He does. This is a man who doesn't need much of an introduction. I know
for
that
those
he.
individuals who have never seen him, he needs an introduction. Those who
Yeah.
don't know, sure.
Right, but I know he was a teacher, and he has done a lot of public service, and he is a searcher. And when he shared to me last time, you know, what different, religions he even experienced, I said, wow, you know what? I would like to have this man here to share his wonderful testimony. And after the testimony, would you be willing to share some, or be open for some question and answers?
I think you have all the answers.
And this wonderful man has written 4 books, amazing, 4 books. So please, this is our wonderful brother Ernest, and let's all welcome him with an amazing applause.
Wow.
Speak up, we don't have a mic today.
Oh, no mic, huh?
Oh, you have a mic on you. Oh, you got one in your ear. Yeah, but
My sister said I have a mic on me.
Yeah.
but we need to hear you, so speak out loud.
Oh, boy. My grandfather, his name was Ernest C. Segur. And when my father was born, he named my father.
This mic is not sufficient. Oh, yeah. Can you hold your mic?
No, that's for the camera.
So
Well,
you're
something is not,
not.
it's not gonna go
We
in your
can't hear you.
Really, he needs to speak up louder?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Could you maybe?
Okay.
Yeah. He will get us a mic. Me too. I don't have a loud voice. So. Yeah. So you're going all the way back to your grandfather.
Okay, my grandfather. Okay. Ernest C. Segur. That was his name.
Ah,
Okay.
that's better.
And when my father was born, my grandfather named him Ernest C. Segur. Huh? But when I was born, well, they couldn't think of anything else, so they named me Ernest C. Segur too.
Perfect.
Yeah. Seeking the spirit of Father Sun Young Moon, seeking the guidance of Harriet Tubman, seeking the enthusiasm of Sojourner Truth, and seeking the assistance of Jesus and Moses and Abraham and Buddha and Confucius. Thank you. All right. I'm invited to tell my life story. Well, you see, I got a lot to tell, huh? But I'm glad y'all brought your lunch.
I did.
Okay. I was born in 1940. That makes me 50 years old. Now, excuse me, some of you mathematicians, this is a new math. They haven't taught in school yet. Okay? I'm 50 years old. Thank you. My grandfather, he was an atheist. He didn't believe in God. And he had an argument to go with it. He was an autopsy specialist. In other words, he was into people after they passed. He was He told me many times, well, several times, that he knew every muscle and vein in the body, and he'd never found a soul in there, so the soul didn't exist. Yeah, my father, he was a wannabe Catholic. He really wanted to be one. And he went to Catholic school and created a bill. And so he couldn't go anymore. But since my name was Ernest C. Sigio, they tried to stick it on me, which didn't work. Yeah. My mother, she sent me to Baptist church every Sunday. In fact, when my sisters were old enough, the three of us went together to Baptist church. My grandmother, she sent me to Methodist church during the summertime for Bible studies. I spent 9 years in Catholic school. 4 years of high school and 5 years of college. That's another story by itself, and maybe some other time I'll tell you about that. Yeah. I'm gonna skip a lot of this because not that it's not interesting, it's just I'm gonna skip a lot. Okay. As a child, I was riding down a bicycle. I know they don't do that these days. The grown-ups do the bicycles, the children, I don't know what they're doing. But I was riding my bicycle up and down the street. My sister comes to the door. Ernest, come inside. Now, at the time, I was older than her. I'm younger than her right now. But at the time, I was older than her. So I just kept riding, you know. Ernest, come inside. I got faster, you know. Pastor, Ernest, come inside. So I couldn't go. I just went as fast as I could. Zoom, 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 zoom. So she disappeared. I'm thinking to myself, you know, she understands now. She did come back, though. Ernest, mama said come inside. Oh, scared. You know, put my little bike in the yard and went on inside. She came with the power of mama, with the energy of mama. Oh, wow. Do I need this?
Yes, absolutely.
For all you old folks in here.
We need to hear.
Yeah, Eugenie, you're the best in the whole world.
Eugene.
She came with the power of mama. She came with the energy of mama. She came with the spirit of mama. She came in the name of mama. Can you imagine the power you would have if you approached everything in the name of Jesus? It would increase your power. Yeah, she came just with mama and was effective. Okay. Wow, 9 years Catholic school, 3 years in the United States Army, and 30 years I taught school. It was really about 33 years I taught school. And all the grades, from kindergarten to 12th grade. Yeah, most of that was a music teacher. But then I became a Muslim, and I made the religious trip to Saudi Arabia. I did Hajj. Yeah. Now, becoming a Muslim, that introduced my first book, Another Great Day. Another Great Day. One time I was given a lecture. a talk. I don't like, I said the wrong word. I don't like that word. I was giving a talk, and I started off saying today was a great day, and I said tomorrow is going to be another great day. And it was a Sunday, but I didn't know what was going to happen that Monday. I just threw it out there. But I got in the habit of saying another great day. It got so good. I'm at my house one time, and a fella calls my house, a Muslim brother calls my house, so I'm answering the phone. He said, "Assalamu alaikum, brother." I said, "Wa alaikum assalam." He said, "How you doing?" I said, "Another great day. Somebody just broke into my house." And we went on with the conversation. And when I went to the temple, and he saw me coming, and he started telling everybody, "I called this brother's house. He's telling me another great day, and somebody broke in his house. How that's gonna be another great day?" Well, I didn't realize what I had said. I just had the spirit of another great day. And believe me, today I say it, and I just don't mean it. It's effective. Every day is a great day for me. And day by day, it gets better and better. That's a heavy lesson for me. Well, should be a heavy lesson for everybody. You have the choice of having a great day or not. Your happiness is your choice. Your getting angry is your choice. Yeah, your life is your choice. Yeah, don't, he made me mad. No, he didn't. You chose that. You didn't have to get mad. Huh? Yeah, so that was another great day. This book is not about me so much. There's a few things in there about me. This book is mostly about other people in my life that have either said things that impressed me, or they said some funny things to me that I enjoyed, or they just made me think. Yeah. Let me do one for you, okay? This one, let's see. Yeah, this good one right here. This was the Imam from New Orleans. Oh, it's just one page, yeah. Imam Wali Abdel Raouf is the Imam of New Orleans, Louisiana. A pillar of stability, a spiritual advisor, financial leader, husband and father are just a few of the hats he successfully wears. He's also co-owner of the Jumbo Peanut Company. He has a wife and 3 sons who all have religion and education as their top priority. His father was a preacher and probably his source of knowledge for the Bible. He's also a scholar of the Quran. He began his mission in New Orleans in 1975, and this was about the time I heard him make this analogy. He said, when he found out that God said, if you take 1 step, he'll take 2, he decided he was going to break out and run. He's also noted for saying, if you're in a race for righteousness, who's going to be the losers? The ones who are not in the race.
Wow, that's a good one.
Yeah, and it's, I got a lot of folks in here. And in fact, my mother's in here too. She, but they all relate to another great day, contribute to me having another great day. All right, at the end of my teaching career, here comes Hurricane Katrina. Yeah, okay. Y'all old enough to remember Hurricane Katrina. New Orleans, I was a child. New Orleans was the whole city was lower than sea level, below sea level. it was surrounded by barricade. We call them levees. And the levees kept the water from coming in. During the hurricane, the levees broke, flooded the whole city, you know. That didn't happen immediately. The next day after the hurricane, me and my partner sitting on the steps. Sun shining, I mean, deceptive, huh? We just sitting there talking, having cold drink. No, I didn't drink beer. We were just drinking. He had a beer. And the water started gushing up out of the sewer. And we looking at it. And I looked at him, I said, you know, maybe it's time for us to get out of here. And we did. He went up, I went upstairs and got some stuff. I think he stayed on the first floor, I stayed on the second floor. And we got a few things because we thought we was coming back too. Shoo. I had to wade in the water to get to the truck. He was younger than me, but I was more active than he was. So I went out and got the truck. That's a long story too. I'm gonna skip that. But one of the amazing things, we ran out of gas 3 times. No gas can. That's the reason why we everywhere. I walked along the highway for miles sometimes. Police picked me up one time and gave me a ride to the state line. And nice fella. That was another thing. It made people unite. There was more friendliness that evolved from that hurricane between blackets and whites. You just, well, me, being raised down there, I never would have imagined it. I've had people pick me up on the highway. One time, I was entertained all the way through there, walking. I got a ride back, but walking out. Along the highway, from the floor to here, spider webs that big, all along the highway, and the spiders were in there. And the sun was in a position where the spiders were gleaming. It was so beautiful. So I was entertained. Almighty God, gave me peace all along the way. Yeah. Okay, that's enough of Hurricane Katrina. My sister, when I got here, her biggest thing was going from church to church. She was a pianist. So that was one of the ways she had an income. And I would travel with her. Yeah, and she'd introduce me as a... Well, no, that's another story too. It came to my mind. She started speaking at the churches, and one of her favorite stories when she was preaching was her brother was a cake thief, and that's the way people recognize me. I got a promotion around here. I'm Mama Joy's brother. But in the other churches, I was the cake thief. What happened was my mama baked a cake, beautiful cake. But she set it by the door with the door open to cool off. She couldn't cut it while it was hot. It didn't get hot. I mean, it didn't cool off, excuse me. I took it, and a buddy of mine, we devoured it. But my sister was very upset because she wanted a piece of that cake. So I was known as the cake thief from then on. In her travels from church to church, we ended up one day at the Unification Church. And I I can't remember the pastor's name then. Well, anyway, I was looking at one of the pamphlets, and I called the phone number on the pamphlet. Didn't work. I went to the website on the pamphlet. Didn't work. So I went to the pastor. I said, look, what's going on, you know? He said, Ernest, he said, I think I'm going around in circles. So I straightened it out. I got their phone number, and I made him a new pamphlet. And they've kind of fell in love with Ernest then, you know. So I started hanging around him more. And Sadako Maida, am I saying it right?
Sadako.
Sadako.
Zara. Sadako.
She calls me her little brother, so that's my big sister over there. She insisted I go to South Korea. I said, I don't go to no South Korea. I ain't got no money no way. You know? So she, every Sunday I'm seeing her, Ernest, you gotta go. I said, ain't no way. She came up and put a ticket in my hand. Huh?
Really?
Huh? Yeah. That's how I got to South Korea. I paid her back later, but you know, I couldn't afford it. I didn't have the heart then. I had read a couple of Father Sun Myung Moon books, and I fell in love with his daughter, Injin. She used to do a television thing at the church every Sunday. She was powerful. I used to love her. Yeah. And but I ended up in South Korea. Ended up there. Yeah. That's another book, really. Yeah, that was powerful. As soon as we must have got that.
Being recorded, you know.
Huh? What happened?
I heard you say that's another book.
Yeah, I got a couple of more other books. Yeah, but we got there must have been 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. That's what time we arrived at the hotel. And we didn't go to our rooms. I don't know what he did with the women, but he had all the men lined up, measuring us for suits. He gave everybody a suit. Yeah. And 5 o'clock that same morning, we had a meeting. He was there. He taught us. 8 o'clock, we were getting on buses. He had 3, huge buses, air-conditioned buses, you know, comfortable. And everybody went in a different direction, and we went to churches all over South Korea. I stayed in some of the best hotels. I slept on some of the roughest floors. I ate whatever was in front of me. One time I was in the hotel, and they had a Chinese group that was students, and they had their own food. Well, I didn't like what we had over there, so I'm sneaking over there and getting me some of their food. And they were watching me, but they didn't say anything, you know. And I'm sitting down, it was so good. I'm enjoying it. I'm so happy I went over there. And the lady passed me, and she looks down at my plate. She said, I didn't know you eat snails. I had the fork up to my mouth, but I couldn't go any further. Well, you know, that ended that. But that was a great trip. My sister said when I came back, my skin was different. I had a glow on me. We spent a whole week out in the ocean. They used to bring us food out to the boat. I didn't catch any fish. But they had a lady on the boat, powerful lady. I mean, she caught more fish than all of the men put together. And I don't remember, my sister knows her name, but I can't remember her name. Yeah, Philadelphia, I think she was from.
New York.
New York. Okay, I'm close. And she, I found out later, just like she was bringing fish into the boat, she was bringing believers into the church. She was a fisherman of men.
My God.
Yeah. So I remember her. Yeah, I paid Sadako back eventually. Eventually. All right. After I got to Chicago, my sister found a book that I had written earlier and sent to her. And this book, since I was already in Chicago, I added some things to the book to update it. And it's called The Game of Life and How to Play It. The Game of Life and How to Play It. And that's...
You wrote that?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Okay. Let me say this too. I didn't even think about that till just now. There's another book with the same title, written by a lady 100 years ago, and much thicker than mine. This, I think. Let me make sure. Yeah. Okay. I got a. What you call it when it's somebody writes something, a forward or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, you, a man of few words, have made the most impressive dissertation of a high quality life in as equally few words. The Game of Life and How to Play It is a welcome reminder for those who already know, and it heralds in a new group of interested people who want to live a good life, and they want to know how to do it without further delay. For those of seekers, this book provides the step on how to achieve your goals, stay in integrity with your passions. Your wisdom is evident in the breadth of experiences you share, and the simplicity of following the rules becomes a crystal path for success. I appreciate the Stu for sharing with others on their road to success. Now, that was a friend of mine I met through all the friends I have in, well, not all, no. 99% of the friends I have, my sister introduced me to them. And this lady, this was a lady. Okay, thank you. In Chicago. She's always correcting me. I'm trying to think of something short in here I can share with you. No, that's not short. Well, I'm going to read a couple of paragraphs, maybe one paragraph. I'm walking home from the store in Chicago, and a businessman on the corner, he yelled, "Loose squares." Huh? Loose squares. Those are cigarettes out of the pack, if you're not familiar with it. I smiled and shook my head and continued to walk. But he kept on talking, and his conversation drew me to him. He was saying that you had to be positive in life and make every effort to do the right thing. He wasn't a preacher, and then again he was. It was street preaching that only the ones with a sensitive ear could relate to. He let me go by saying, "God's got your back." Thank you. That was powerful to me. Yeah, God's got your back. All right, here we go. Traveling with my sister church to church, I ran into this beautiful lady, seriously beautiful. Ask me, I'll tell you. She, and I must have been about a little before 50, you know, and I was flirting. And She latched on to that. I didn't know she was a salesman. So she latched on to me quick, you know. And I found out later she had 3 master's degrees and she owned 3 businesses. But she liked Ernest. And I got into one of the businesses with her. And I tell you, she's married now. She wasn't married then. But our relationship was just business. I flirted, but I couldn't get nowhere, you know. And this next book was about her. Oh, and she never saw the book. She never saw the book. But I wrote this thinking about her. And it's called Things I Love About My Woman. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to do, I don't know which one. Okay, I'm going to do 2. Men, boys, being of the male persuasion, we all have a problem at some time connecting with our opposite sex. This is dedicated to those who have difficulty in conveying their feelings to someone they really care about, but can't come up with the right words. And this is what I dedicate. And like I said, she never read this book. She doesn't even, I don't think she knows it exists yet. Well, you won't know it, Tenacia Lee. Miss Tenacia Lee guided me to get my blood pressure down. She showed me how to get 40 pounds off my weight. She put me on the path of financial freedom. She's the most disciplined, fearless, intelligent person I know, committed to helping people and generous with all her assets. If someone told me they saw her walking on water, I could only say, well, you should have known. I trust you. I introduce you to my coworker, friend, health consultant, business manager, and money-making companion, target of my love, who has a master's degree in 3 different areas, and besides all of that, she's beautiful. That it's full of stuff. You gentlemen would like this, and the ladies would like it to hear it. Yeah, you're right. All right. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we can slow this down, y'all.
Maybe 5 more minutes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got 5 more minutes.
Questions ready, okay?
Oh, questions? Oh, okay. All right. I'll let my sister answer. Unification Church, Korea. My last book is only about 3 or 4 years old. It's entitled Where I Am Now. Where I Am Now. And that's my daughter, my granddaughter, and my first cousin on the front. And I'm the cute one.
That's a beautiful picture, yeah.
Where I Am Now. Where I Am Now. And it's, on the end, I have a question mark because it's a question. And then I have an exclamation point because I'm excited about it. Mm-hmm. And then I have this ampersand, means and, because I know there's more to come. Yeah. And, oh, shoot, I could have done this. This is my life story right there. My name is Ernest Bassim Abdullah. Oh, that's another story. I got my name changed. My name is Ernest Bassim Abdullah, born and raised in New Orleans, 1940, Louisiana. I was raised a Christian and converted to Al-Islam. I spent some time with my father, with Father Sun Young Moon, also with the organization L. Ron Hubbard, and I'm now with Abraham Hicks Crown and Bashir, who I'm in constantly changing, learning experience. I am peace. I am love. I am clarity. I am abundance. I am ease. I am beauty. I am fun. I'm the creator of my world. Now that's where I am now. And you would love this one. You would love this one. Okay, I'm thinking I got one in here about the women. And you guys would like this too. Oh, wow, I got some powerful stuff in here. Death, prayer, fear. Okay. I thought it was in the back. Children. There it is, women. Women are often thought of as the weaker sex, the worst drivers, the least intelligent. The dumb blonde always refers to a woman. But we do have a blonde in the Oval Office that challenges that perception, and it's not a woman. Women are more emotional, they're more caring, they're more forgiving, they're more loving, they're more inclusive, and in many cases, more courageous. With a little understanding, we can see that these qualities are not in a negative category, and they're very positive and lacking in our society. These are some of the reasons why women are blessed to raise our children rather than men. Women are denied an education for much of history, and when given a chance, they are performing equally or even better than most men. Women are led by their hearts, which means they are led more by instinct rather than logic. Throughout history, men have been ruling with physical strength and logic. This has run its course. This new, deeper emotional awareness, oh, excuse me, I must have skipped something. This new era will exercise female concepts and go even deeper into emotional awareness than ever before. You've heard leaders say that we are a spirit having a material experience. Well, the woman is the vehicle that brings this immaterial life to the material existence. She is the medium connecting the life before to the present life. She's the one who is manifesting new entities that will birth new ideas and new creations to the universe. She's the one who introduces to Earth leaders of change. With these credentials, she should be experiencing more of what she brings to the table. More caring, more forgiving, more love, more respect. We've been talking very generally here. This is not every woman, though the potential is in every woman. This is the woman who brings to the table that caring, forgiving love, and respect for others. For them, the kingdom of God is within you. This is the woman who delivers the creator of new ideas to the universe. This is the woman who delivers the creator of new ways of life into the universe. This is the woman who gives birth to God because she is God. And let's be clear here. These births of God are not all necessarily women or men, but the creations will be from the emotions of caring, forgiving, love, and respect. That's emancipation. All right.
All right.
Like I said, I got more to come. I gotta get busy on that. And y'all finished lunch, huh? So we guess we I'm usually getting put out of places, you know. And when I get put out, I usually say something like, I've been put out of better places than this. But I can't say that here, because this is one of the best places I've been.
Amen. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, we appreciate you, Imam. I'm so sorry the time is so short. I know you have so much to say.
No, I'm through. Go ahead. Shoot.
Yeah, so
Shoot me.
why
Go
not,
ahead.
you know, you please feel free to get more snacks and drinks over there. I'm sorry I didn't bring any drinks, water, tea. But also, anybody has a question for this wonderful man?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm 50 years old. But so what?
I'm 70.
Oh.
Can you tell us what case?
All right. I'll answer your question since you're older than me.
I would love to have you for a teacher in my younger years. You would tell me a few things.
You'd be surprised. I still get my students to call me and express their appreciation for me. Yeah.
You know, when I was young, I was a feisty little brat. And you probably,
I would have loved you. I would
many
have.
times you get me straight.
I would have loved you. Yeah. I would have loved you. We'd have had fun together.
I'm sure we would.
Yeah.
Me and my feistiness and everything goes with it.
Oh, I tell you, look, me and my sisters, all three of us were rebellious, in different ways. She was more rebellious. Me, I was more mental.
Yes, let's go.
You want
We'll take a
Go
picture
ahead.
and then we continue. Everyone, we take
Oh,
a
you want me to
picture.
move?
No, stay here.
Oh.
We take a picture and then we continue with questions.
Move that for your
That-
sister, because I want to see it. Oh, that's a new one?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah.
Daddy. Sit over there. This is,
Yeah, sit down. Sure.
come here. Come here, my love. Two of my favorites. Send.
The first one
I
that you
want
gave
to-
me.
I want a
I saw
sandwich
this
between.
book too here. This
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't return the
Oh,
money.
oh, I like that the newest one. Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're right.
Jerome.
Come here, baby. Come a little bit closer. Come here, the cutest one.
You have to show.
The life of the world is right here. Oh, wait, I have to give my camera so I can. Can you take the picture of mine? Because you know I never see the others. You know what you do.
You see?
Here you go. Sharon,
Just me. Come
Come
inside.
in,
So that's
oh.
We don't want to cover this.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That was so fun.
Show the book. Show the book.
Oh,
yeah,
you
show
want?
the book. Ta-da.
Oh, okay.
wow. Spread them all up. Let your brother right next to you. Okay.
Everybody takes one.
Smile, kimchi.
Kimchi, huh?
teriyaki sauce.
I never heard that.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Daddy. You're the best.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
All right. Thank you.
Please take something to eat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, everybody breaking down.
Oh, come on now.
Take something to eat.
Oh, we
I
said
have a
you.
comment.
We
Yeah,
said
yeah,
you.
no, we continue the meeting because
Herd
people already
mentality. Oh, gosh.
Okay,
I'm
everyone.
sorry.
Yeah, she sent it to her.
Food and
Beautiful,
Sarah,
thank you.
who you mentioned, she has a comment for you.
Who's that?
Sarah,
Uh-oh.
have a seat, have more food, and
Yeah.
have a seat.
You're extra, man.
Yeah.
May I see your books? They're amazing.
Yes. It's okay.
This looks very
My
feminine.
You can have that one. Okay.
I like the who doesn't want me doesn't deserve me.
Talk to here.
Now?
Oh, this.
Yes, yes. Let's
Oh,
see.
I want that. I want that
I don't
picture
want
with
to
my
be
favorite.
recorded.
No.
No
We're-
recording.
We're recording her testimony. Go ahead. Brother,
Can you take a
Yeah.
picture of the performance? To press the button.
No,
Thank you,
no
Daddy.
recording.
No, just the photo. With my favorite people. Come,
Okay.
come, move forward.
Okay.
Okay, let me see where I start here.
Thank you, darling. Yeah. Oh, what did my baby? What, Marie-Hélène, where did she go? Marie-Hélène.
Oh,
I have to make sure
you can
Marie-Hélène
enjoy
comes back.
lunch.
Yeah, and then I want to get Marie-Hélène.
What is this?
Thank you so much, Eugenie. You're the best.
Cute.
Okay.
It's like a
Keep my.
like cat.
No, we're not finished.
It's like a
Let's check what happened to Mama.
cat. So cute. It's recording?
Also, his
How do you
he's
on?
from Africa,
How do you
he's
put on?
Muslim.
Yeah.
So cute.
Walaikum assalam, Aki.
Right. That's why I was surprised when I heard like you're Muslim. Yeah, that's awesome. And also you have the same name as my father.
Really?
Abdullah.
Abdullah.
Yeah.
It's a last name, right?
I
Abdullah.
just have a question.
Go ahead.
So me personally, I was born as a Muslim. So I was just wondering, what got you into being a Muslim?
I was recruited. I was in.
You have to run.
I was teaching. I just started teaching. Oh, really? And this brother, Muhammad Speaks. No, Elijah Muhammad.
Okay.
Okay, he authored a newspaper called Muhammad Speaks, and because I was a follower, because the people, his followers, used to come to the house and talk to us, and I appreciated what I was hearing, and they invited us to the temple, and we went to the temple, and I just got hooked. And I didn't get hooked too much on the religion because they weren't teaching the religion. It was just the camaraderie, the togetherness. I didn't get familiar with the religion until about 5 years later, and I was introduced to the Quran. And then I got so involved, I was teaching Arabic.
Wow.
And I did that for a good while. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
And I haven't studied in years now, but I do. Ikra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq khalaqal insana min 'alaq.
I was just
Ikra
gonna
wa
say that.
rabbikal akram alladhi 'allama bil qalam. 'Allama al insana ma 'allam. Ya Allah.
Stop talking about me.
Yes. And that's just that is so powerful.
Exactly. No, I agree with that.
What did it mean?
And also like the fact that you pray also every time, like even if you don't read the Quran, you're kind of like reading the verse from the Quran.
Yes,
You know, 5
yes.
times a day.
Yes. That's powerful. People don't realize just thinking it 5 times a day is powerful. But when you immersed in a prayer and doing physical things, you're supposed to be a walking powerhouse. Yes.
So translate for us.
Yeah, what did it mean, what you said?
What did you just
It's
say?
a long story.
It's a long story.
No, it is. It is. It's a lot. Ikra, that one word. If you read it in the Quran, it'll just probably say read. But it means a lot more than read. It means study. It means research. It means investigate. Yeah, and read. And then after all of that, it means to tell it, to propagate it. That's that one word.
Wow.
Ikra bismi rabbika. Read in the name of God. In the name of God is powerful. In the name, we just before that, in the name of God, in the power of God, in the energy of God, in the vibration, just Ikra Bismi Rabbika Alladhi, who created everything. Read with the spirit and energy of the God that created the whole universe. When you study with that, when you read with that kind of spirit, oh,
It's a beautiful introduction too.
yes.
We don't know that.
That's just the first
That's
ayah.
how Jibril
Yeah.
came into this earth, like when Jibril was kind of like teaching Muhammad. Like you see, Iqra, read,
It's more powerful because it's way at the end of that section. He tells you he taught men the use of the pen, how to write. So what are you reading in the beginning? You're studying creation. You're reading the universe. You're reading nature. That's what you're reading. George Washington Carver, he prays to God. He says, God, he said, teach me the secrets of the universe.
No less.
God told him, said, study the peanut. Wait a minute. Now, he had more faith than me. God tell me to study the peanut, I'd be questioning, what you mean? I asked you for the secrets of the universe, and here you tell, what you want me to eat? What you want me to do with a peanut? But George Washington Carver.
Oh, sorry, I just had
Oh,
to
y'all
hold
still
it.
at this?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has to.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah. He not only, and it's part of the series of verses. Not only did he study creation, how is it? Ikra, Ikra wa Rabbikal Akram. Huh? Akram. He studied the peanut, and Almighty God showed him generosity. Not only did he become rich, but everybody around him became rich. Studying the peanut. Man, please. We have no excuse.
So you went to Hajj too?
Yes.
I don't know what you're supposed to do. Raise your hand, because I've been raising my hand, but
I probably.
Yeah.
I didn't see your hand.
Yeah, you didn't want to say it.
I didn't.
That's all right. You know, the last phrase George, I tell it. That's the whole thing. You get information, you learn it. Once you get understanding,
Yeah.
then you implement it in your own life.
That's right. That's right.
And then you begin to spread, because people will start asking you questions. What changed? What church you go to? What are you studying? You know, and I tapped it into the video that we saw today. How just started off with a few, about 13 Japanese people out in the land that had not been touched
handful,
before. And then it took a number of years, but their efforts eventually grew to other people and touching other people, because you had a chance to tell them why you were doing what you were doing, what you believed in, and you build patiently, and eventually they got the heads of the government. Now that information now, I know, but prior to today, I did not know that word. You know, but I'd like to be able to share that, because Father Moon went into a place where it was almost like a virgin.
Exactly. Untouched. Totally untouched.
You know,
Yeah.
and I know that in my community, it's difficult for me to even get people in the community to come and work and help their own selves.
Right.
But I know when I invited through the CLC, Mr. Maeda, Pastor Hero came, I didn't know he was even coming, but once they came, it was embarrassing to the community. Say, oh, well, get out of here, well, let's come on out here and do something. And that's how we can build, as my brother was saying, we tell about it, but more or less he lived out. You know, I don't have all those books, but he's got his stories, and he's still in a position to do more. And it was mentioned in the video that Father Moon started that project when he was 70 years old. Which means that you're only as old as you believe you are. And you're only limited as you think that you are. But when you are able to tap into a vision that energizes you, it opens you up to bigger visions and possibilities for yourself. And so I thank my brother for coming here today.
And you too.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I'm here, but it's his throne. You all are highlighting him.
Oh.
And that means a lot to me because he's got a, wait a minute, look at this scene. He got a woman, he got two women in between. One from Germany.
And one from France.
And one from France.
See?
Now, where else could you find that?
I don't know. He appreciates
And I'm
it.
not jealous.
He always had. He would never show you the door.
So that's it.
Never.
We have an obligation to live whatever it is that we believe. And if we're not achieving what it is that we believe, then it's time to give ourselves some thought and saying, why? And I heard Brother Takami, Reverend Takami in his prayer, he started talking about grace. And my brother had emancipation. And there's a song, America the Beautiful. God's grace has shined on you.
Amen.
And crown your good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. And that's what I see the movement that Father Moon is bringing, a grace from the emancipation for us to be able to be embracing all people and see God in it, to build this nation, bless the world.
Beautiful. I love it.
Well
I
said.
love this country. I chose it.
Beautiful. Oh, there's such good, wow, you give great
Thank you.
speeches.
Yes.
You go.
We'll make a succulent, delicious mug.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Brother Shaheed, that's his wife, brother.
Yeah, you should come one time to my house
That's good.
for barbecue.
Oh, yes.
Next time you come, you never came to my house, did you?
I think I did.
You came next time.
Years ago.
You should come one time. I will ask him,
This
guys,
is
we're going to
great.
do a nice celebration there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you do that.
Yes,
I
indeed.
guess I'm because it's gonna blow, brother.
Okay, I'm not,
Yeah, sure, say something.
Say something.
Go ahead.
oh, yeah, come on.
Take the mic. Mic.
Take the brother, go ahead.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, sorry, I wasn't here for taking care of Mrs. Takahashi. But Korean tour, God invited you. God called you. It was 12 years ago? No, more than, I don't know.
12 years ago?
After you came back, you remember? You gave testimony at the prayer breakfast.
Yes, I did.
And everybody was shocked. Yeah. What did he say? Will you remember? Did you remember? You know, I went to Korea. I met Jesus
I sure did. I said
speaking
that.
Korean,
Yes,
wearing Korean dress.
yes, yes.
And everybody shocked. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
mostly pastors, right? Christian pastors.
I said it.
What are
I
you
sure
talking
did.
about? What are you talking
I
about?
said it. I sure did.
You guys been waiting for 4,000, 2,000 years, but still you don't recognize. But I saw Jesus in Korea.
Yes.
Oh, you said that?
Oh, yes.
Amen.
And I believed it.
Pastor Theo Barrett.
Yeah.
He kind of.
Oh, yeah. He gave me a rebuttal. You're right.
But
He didn't like what I said.
another thing, I was so inspired to hear. I was so glad to hear that. I learned what you said about
Yes.
the Father Moon. Our
Yes.
spiritual father.
Yes.
He said he was on the boat 12, as a 12 disciples, 12 people. Reverend Jenkins, Mr. Jenkins, and Lance Lewis, Pastor Weston. I think, I don't know who else, but I have a picture with you and the Father. Still.
Oh, right.
Oh, I would love to see
And
that too.
and you went to the garden, somewhere garden,
Right.
and sit on the floor.
Yes.
Sing. And Father told him, no, Father didn't tell you, but you felt that Father was telling you that he never said become unificationist or whatever.
Right.
But he told, yeah, you felt that he was saying that
Oh,
you
yeah.
become best person. How can I explain? Sorry, my English is
The best Muslim.
who whoever can see you can find Muhammad in you or something.
He told me to
That
go.
was-
He told me to go back and be Muhammad to my people.
Yeah. That was a powerful message,
Yeah.
and I learned
Yeah.
who Father is. So thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, Father is like that person.
Yes.
Embrace everybody.
Oh, I love it.
All
Yes.
religions. So I learned what you said
Thank
about
you.
the Father. Thank you very much. So I love that.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Wow.
What you just said, and that really is a responsibility that a person who, whatever you worship, that's your teacher, but you're there not to always be a follower, but for you to be, as Jesus said, come in alignment with me as I am with my Father. And then you be that Jesus, you be that Muhammad, you be that Buddha. Because at some point you've got to be able to know God for yourself and step out.
Amen.
And that's how this message of Christianity has come from 2,000 years ago. And the only representation that I can see that is actually following what Jesus said is what you all are doing. France and Germany and Japan in one room.
Right.
In one room. One body. I'm done.
I got something to say. I went out,
Go ahead.
I'm not trying to get fooled.
I guess everybody can get a kick out of this one. I went to the Savers where they sell furniture, and I saw this statue, its back was towards me. And I asked this lady, what is that beautiful statue? She says, I don't know. I said, can I see it? She goes, yeah. She walked over and picked it up, and oh, baby, she strained. It was heavy. I said, can I come back here and pick it up? She goes, no. She lugged it over to me and faced it towards me, and I looked at it. I said, what do you want for it? I thought she said $100. I would have gave her $100 for it. And it said, oh, $10. I'll take it. Now wait do I tell you what it was? So I picked it up and I took it to the car, and my friend was laughing so hard, I thought he was going to sit down on the ground. And I said, you know what this is? He goes, no. I said, this is a Buddha statue.
Oh, wow.
Of a child. And took it home with me. And I set it up and I read the significance of a Buddha. And it's about peace, love.
Go ahead now.
Everything.
Yes.
And I started reading a little bit about it, and I said, you know something, this is really sweet to have in my home.
My God.
and it says, when you set it out, have it face the door. When you walk in, it will greet you. And I tell you what, I had them sitting up, and I invited my pastor over, and Aki, to look at it. You should have seen the look on Aki's face.
No.
He couldn't believe I had such a thing. And that was so nice that I found that. And people said, why don't you sell it to a Chinese restaurant? I said, no, it's not for sale.
No. Yes.
Not going to sell it.
That's a blessing.
It's a blessing. It really is. I go over there, I look at him, and I said, you got Japanese eyes, and the whole configure. Kind of looks like, a Japanese Buddha. And it's just like that. It was sitting there waiting for me. I would have gave $100 for him. I really would. And God knows what he's doing. And my own brother told me, he says, get rid of that thing. It's a statue of a, I said, it's not the significance of a statue. It's a significance of peace, love, and everything in the home. You know, I don't bow down and worship it and, no, nothing like that. And I never sang a song to it. I mean, you could feel a difference, you know. And sometimes I wonder, what is God trying to do to me?
Yes.
You know, and I love what you shared, brother. That was very nice. You are a very inspirational person.
Thank you.
Yes.
And you brought it up very well. I love the way you read with simplicity. And it's very extraordinary.
Thank you.
But that's a blessing to have you here, my friend.
Oh,
It really
it's a
is.
blessing to be here.
I want to
Yes.
say that a child brought him in.
Okay, I have to share this.
And all right, let's just got you, because he brought it in. But what's significant what Randy is saying, Karen, is that I don't believe that you would have been open to that statue. If you saw it, you wouldn't have been open to receive it. If you've been in a place before, you didn't even pay attention because you wasn't open. But because you've come here and your mind has expanded, you can feel called and guided to something you say. That's part of who I am. It's a blessing.
You know, when I first joined this church, Pastor Takam had some, you know, 2 sons and daughters. Aki came to my home, and he just like he came out of nowhere. He came to my yard sale, and he looked at my stuff, and I was thinking to myself, are you going to buy something for your mother, or are you going to just look? And he started picking things up, and he started looking, and picking something up, and then he looked at me. And little did he know I was going through some turmoil in my life, some hurt, a wound that needed to heal. And he came up to me and he says, I'm a young pastor's son. Oh, where's your church at? He gave me the address, and he was talking to me like we were old friends from school age, you know. And he came into my home and he started talking to me, and he spent an hour with me at my house, just talking to me about the church. Second day he came by. He said he saw me a month ago, 2 months ago. And I'll tell you what, he invited me to the church. I'm going to say this, and I'll bush. I came to the church, and then instead of me coming to the church, I went downtown Roselle. And I was looking for the church. I hemmed a cop in the driveway.
Oh, wow.
I pinned him in the driveway, and I didn't want to leave until I found out where the church was. And he said, I don't know, I've never seen it before. I said, geez, what kind of community is in their own church? And I was getting frustrated. I said, I bet he's waiting for me, and he's probably standing outside looking for me, and I never showed up, and I never took there goes another one. So anyway, I went to my house, and I looked on this piece of paper where Aki put the address of this church on it. Geez, I went the opposite way.
Oh, wow.
So I came in, and I came into the church, and he stood up and started looking at me. A big, bodacious smile came across his face. And I felt that little, I was lost. And he took me to the altar. I thought, I'm going to have another experience. He took me to his mother, and they gave me the warmest welcome I've ever experienced in this church.
Wow.
I was not invited by Aki Takami. I was birthed into this church by Aki Takami. And if it wasn't for that young boy, I would not be sitting here right now. I might be in somewhere else. Lost in the sauce, don't know where to go. See, God knows what he's doing.
Amen.
Next.
Now, how my brother respond to that, because he's teaching us, right? Pastor started
bless you. Appreciate you.
Brother Ernest,
Uh,
talk on what you said there about the young people.
oh, my goodness.
Well, he did that, man.
Look, I tell you, there's if you look at it, just look at history. Anything new came from young people. It's the next generation that's making the improvements. Huh? It ain't the old folks. Old folks trying to teach the young folks, trying to lead the young folks. And they need to be led.
So true.
Jesus, what is it? Suffer little children to come unto me? Oh, better than that. Better than that. Who was it that he told you got to be born again? He told somebody that. So yeah, right.
Yes.
Yeah, Nicodemus. Oh man, you can't handle this. You know, you got to be a child. Except, and there's another ayat. It says wisdom. Oh, I can't get the exact words, but here's the thought. It says wisdom. Help me, Pastor Hero. Wisdom is kept away from the wise and the prudent and given to the children. Come on, nobody got that? It's a Bible verse. Wisdom is kept away from the wise and the prudent and given to the babes. It's a Bible? I know it's in there. I'm not a Bible person. In fact, I don't read the Bible. The only stuff I know about the Bible is what I hear. And I know I heard it. And he was emphatic about it, so I believed it. And it resonated with me. Yeah, it resonated with me. All folks, the children are the leaders today, and we need to recognize that.
Right. Absolutely.
And I say children, I don't mean babies. Well, them too, if we pay attention, read, listen to everything. Listen to the birds, listen to the squirrels, just listen to everything. And the best way to teach, if you ask me, the best way to teach is by example. Words don't teach people. Words do not teach people. Living experiences is what teaches people. Yeah. So we can preach and preach and preach and preach. If they don't have the experience to identify with the words, you're wasting your time.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So just keep living. Children are more imaginative too. Children are more imaginative. We've been the grown-up old folks, y'all. You've been programmed by all this foolishness out here. 99% of what we were taught is non-productive. I'm not going to say it's wrong. It's just non-productive. But let me say this too. If it's working for you, hang on to it. If it's working for you, hang on to it. If it makes you happy, hang on to it. Happiness is why we were put here. Happiness is why we were put here. And happiness is a choice. It's a choice. Yeah.
Jesus said, if you don't become like a child, you will not see the kingdom.
Go ahead. You got it now.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it.
And you know, Mother Moon, she is birthing all of us into a new reality, and that's because there's a struggle. She's coming up with some new ideas, and all around her is children.
Hey, now, she understands. She understands. Yeah, children are wise. Yeah. No, we don't stop teaching. Let them teach. I'm hanging around the children all the time. Yeah. I need some wisdom.
Like the song, teach them well and let them lead the way.
Go ahead now. You got it. That's it. That's it.
Teach them well and let them lead the way.
Yeah. Don't teach them too much.
remember that song,
Just
right?
let them
Oh,
lead.
yeah. The greatest love.
Yeah, don't teach them too much now. Let them lead. Yeah, let them lead. Yes, indeed. There's a joke. I know y'all sick of my jokes.
Oh,
But,
yes, joke
they-
time.
There's this little fella. His mama sends him to church. And just like my mama used to do me, she wouldn't go, but she'd send the children. So his mama sent him to church. And when he came back home, she said, "Tell me what you learned." He said, "Well," he said, "a preacher said that Moses had a gang of people, and they was trying to get away from the Pharaoh, and Pharaoh was chasing them. And when they got to this river, Moses put them in boats, and they got across the river, but Pharaoh tried to get across with his army, and the river drowned them. And Moses had machine guns on the other side, and airplanes, and the mama said, "Oh no, they didn't tell you that." He said, "Mama, if I tell you what they told me, you wouldn't believe it." Yeah.
Moses with machine guns and boats.
He had to give his understanding of it, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we progressing because of the youth. Because of the youth, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate you, all of you. I'll tell you, you've been very kind to me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The feeling is mutual.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you. So
Okay.
next, Mama Joy.
As the hero.
Yeah.
It won't be like her story.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Thank you for sharing also your books. Wow. Amazing. So different types of books. Did you see them? Yeah. There's so many different types of possibilities.
Just have one question for you. Have you felt when he changed his name? How was that for you? When he
What's your new name?
Ernest Bassim Abdullah. Ernest, I kept Ernest.
Oh, you kept on this.
Ernest means, well, Ernest has a lot of meaning, but the one I chose to identify with is serious.
Oh, that's not you.
Oh, yes, I am serious.
Just kidding.
Bassim is an Arabic word, Arabic origin, and it means smiling, congenial, friendly. And Abdullah is servant of God, servant or slave of God.
Oh, that's what I mean, Abdullah. I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah. Ernest Bassim Abdullah. Yeah.
Well, to answer your question, as he was in Al-Islam, I too was serving at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We came into Al-Islam through the, my mouth is full of food.
Let me get you this. What you call it? No, just.
I was not supposed to be holding the mic. This is his story. But the question,
Where?
when we were under the Honorable Elijah Muhammad,
Okay. Okay.
peace and God be forever upon him.
Okay. Thank you.
Because I really appreciated his teachings and he taught me. we both came in as X.
Oh, yeah.
I was Sister Joe X. So we were taught that the names that we had were slave names. And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad ordered for us to rid ourselves of the slave name so that we could minimize the fear. That's my understanding. Minimize the fear of the slave era. I'll just be Joy X. Unknown. Later on, it was a privilege for us to be able to give ourselves our own names. So, God gave me the name of Ramza. And then my brother, when he changed his name to Abdullah, I said, okay, cool, you know. But then I realized that later in time, I became a little angry about him changing his name because he is the only son that my father had. And so that meant that the secure name, which my grandfather had worked so endlessly, because originally it wasn't secure. My grandfather changed our names many times. But because of the name, you know, when you come over, you come from a different country or whatever, you have these names and it's difficult for people. So you're the first person I ever asked. I never thought anybody would ask me this question. But it was very disturbing to me. But he was very solid and happy with it. So I just had to be happy about that, with that being his decision. But what happened was when I got my degree a few years ago from college, I went back to my father's name. I went back to my father's name because my father was very, very special to me. And I wanted my children to be able to remember the name that I was born under. And because I understood the mindset, it wasn't about the name anymore, or me being a slave under the name. It was about me remembering my father and remembering in my mind and under the name of Jesus Christ, I am no longer a slave. And I understood through the teachings of Father Moon, which is even more powerful on another level of respecting your legacy. So I love my brother Ernest Bassim Abdullah, oh my, and I love my father, and I carry my mother's name. So when I graduated, on my degree, I have my father's name. Wow. Because when I started school, my father was alive, and I wanted it to be remembered. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. That was kind of harder.
Yeah, it was difficult, and even now, but my father was the one that pushed the Bible on me. My father, when he disciplined me, and it's just something a few years ago, and I asked my brother, I said, you just hated when Daddy had to beat you and then punish you and then read the Bible and all that kind of stuff. He said, Daddy never read the Bible to me. I said, yes, he did. He said, no, he didn't. And so my father saw something in me. I needed more word of God. For whatever reason, I love my father. And I still do. His presence is there. And through the teachings here in Liberation of the Spirit, I could have never known the power of what that means to be connected to your ancestors. And that's just joy. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for the question. Another great day. Yeah.
And how was it for you? Right when you changed your name, how was people towards you? Did you feel like people changed the way were talking to you or approaching you?
Well,
Or getting used to your new name?
At the time, I was a follower of Elijah Muhammad. And he would teach that our last name was a result of a master during slavery. And when I graduated from college, Catholic college, we had to, when I got my diploma, there was a bishop. We had to kneel in front of him and kiss his ring. And his name was Sigur, Sigur.
No.
Same as mine.
Amazing.
Some of the priests and nuns were having a fit. He's not in your family. And it didn't bother me one way or the other. You know, when I shook his hand, kissed him, he said, "I want to talk to you later." He never did. You know, and I didn't look him up because I wasn't interested, you know. I had my diploma. But under Elijah Muhammad, that last name was a slave name. So when I became a Muslim, they put an X in front of it. And because I was the fourth Ernest in the temple, I was Ernest 4X Secure. Yeah. Under him, that was satisfying, just to have the X in front of him. But under his son, I got a different, that's when I started reading the Quran. I got a different impression. And I chose Abdullah, Bassim Abdullah. Yeah. And I've been happy. How did it affect people around me? I was around Muslims most of the time, so they were happy.
Yeah. And now I guess your name is even longer, right? After Hajj, now you have Elijah, right?
Yes. 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 I have no problem with anybody. I have no problem with my life or anybody else's life. If they're happy, I'm happy for them. Yeah, please don't try to follow me. Don't. I'm not trying to convert anybody, convince anybody. No. In fact, I don't know if I said that today. The best way to teach somebody is to be a good example. Yeah, words don't teach people. Teach. The school is a good representative of that. You go to school and you come out as dumb as you did when you were in there. All they want you to do is memorize stuff, give you a grade, and you come out still not knowing nothing. Please. Higher education is right here.
Yeah, that's right.
That's where the higher education is.
I agree.
Yeah. No, when you blessed to receive, that was my biggest prayer now, to be a good receiver. When you blessed to receive, and receive everything, money, health, friendship, knowledge from everywhere.
Come on.
The best knowledge you get is when you sleep. That's your best time to receive. Your what is it? Your conscious mind is not saying you can't do that. Your subconscious mind is receiving.
Receive.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you conscious. You can think. You get so smart. You can think of why everything doesn't work. You know. Oh yeah, right. Well, ain't nobody can do that. You can't do that. That won't work for you. But when you go to sleep, everything works. That's why children are so successful. They have great imagination. Student, kindergarten, first grade, one of the two, drawing. What you drawing, Abdul? I'm drawing God. Oh, don't nobody know what God look like. They will when I finish.
Books about the books.
Yeah, children, they got it going on. Their imagination, they're free. They're free. No, they don't have the problems we have. I love them. Yeah, y'all forced me to be around the old folks, yeah.
That's what
I don't accept that. I just don't accept that.
You challenge people.
Yeah, you have to, you know.
You're challenging people to come back to that childlike mind.
That's right.
This is what I like about it.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
That- and you say you how old? How many of you believe that you just old?
Not me.
Well, see,
O-W-E, old?
O-L-D.
Right. Old. Nobody's old here.
Hello.
I'm forever 21.
Okay. All right, look, I ain't got no problem.
Okay,
It's what you believe.
thank you. So,
He said he was 50, right? I'm 1 year younger than him.
I know that's right.
All right, all right.
What was his name?
I
Steve?
love
30,
it, I love it.
39. Benny Goodman, not Benny Goodman. Jack Benny was 39.
Jack Benny always said.
Yeah, yeah. He said you were forced. You know, that's the one thing I hate about being a sister with him. Sometimes he just makes these statements and I say, oh. No, that's not. You weren't forced. You were loved in here.
Come on, that's just what you believe. Will you leave my beliefs alone?
Okay, let me leave you alone.
Please.
I'm
Now
done.
you trying to force me.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes, you.
You look both so young. It's hard to say who is older, who's younger. I never even
I'm
did.
younger. I'm
Younger,
younger.
right?
Ask me, I'll tell you.
How many years younger? That's amazing. Yeah. When is your birthday?
October 5th.
October 5th. Okay. Mama Joy, when is your birthday?
August 31st.
August 31st. Okay. Coming up. We gotta do a barbecue then. Maybe in between. That would be nice. August 31st. Here at my house. Before or after. We do a nice birthday barbecue, right? Claudine, you're coming, right? Everybody's invited. We're gonna do a nice barbecue.
A nice
A
barbecue.
barbecue. Birthday barbecue.
I love her husband's cooking. Oh my God, that's what you
It's good. We gotta have like events, and then also, so Mama Joy, you look at your calendar. Let us know when we can do the next autobiography for you.
Okay.
Yeah, please let me know.
Maybe I have to wait till I write about 3 or 4 books.
No.
Oh, but no, but the purpose of this is to write a book, right? Isn't that the purpose?
You know what? Most people, you know what? Claudine already started. And
All right,
I
all
already
right.
wrote other books, at least one. And it's nice if whatever we have to offer, we can introduce it each time, you know.
Beautiful.
Right.
Help each other. Like you have already given us amazing examples of how to write all types of books, like thick ones and the skinny ones. Amazing. Shouldn't be too hard. And nowadays, YouTube University teaches you step by step, you know. But we have a good example here today,
Sure, Mom.
right? 5 books already, right?
4.
4, okay.
So what do you do with this information you get here?
We videotape it. Eugene has already videotaped it. I think your husband too. And whoever would like to watch, like our pastors who weren't able to be here throughout the entire time.
Oh, see, when you say
And,
autobiography, I thought you were gonna turn it into text.
We could do that too. That's a good
Well,
idea
that's
too.
part of the book.
If you wanted to do that, that would be a good idea
I thought
actually.
that would be so that
Yeah.
when they
We have
speak.
to ask to our high-tech man, Eugene.
Right.
Yeah, voice
yeah,
recognition,
yeah,
you can videotape everything.
Right,
With the
videotaping and
voice
use an
recognition.
AI and into that.
Yeah, that's a
That'd
good
be-
idea.
Right, yeah, because I thought that's what you were gonna do, even though we're not talking about publishing it, that would be something you do, but when you have your book, you can have all of the words and everything, and amazing pictures that you have as part of the book, of your own personal book.
Exactly.
You make a decision whether or not you wanna
Yeah.
publish it, make it public, but certainly get the text and, the video with the pictures of the people here, and my handsome brother there. I gotta make up because he arrived home. Yeah, because that's something
Good
that,
idea, Mama Joy. Yeah, so far we didn't do that. We just did like the testimony. Like the format was pretty much always the same. And then we had like different books, ideas, and I forwarded some information of how to write a book and what type of books, or autobiographies you can write. There's different types, so, and giving people some ideas. And then I was suggesting, whoever has already written anything, something, give it to me next time when we have our next out. We didn't get very far, So that's why we are very appreciative. He's very, ahead of us with his 4 books. Claudine, this is more private. She's writing more like a confessional type of a autobiography. So there's different types of.
Confessing?
Yeah.
Claudine, you want to say something about the confessional?
What did I say? What did you do?
The way, yeah,
I know
plenty.
but
Yeah, no, I think that it's better. I mean, it is fun to hear everybody else say, but we get a limited version of our real life, So I prefer to start the way I conceive it. I was very, judgmental against people who wrote their story. Oh, me, oh, marvelous what I did. Yeah, that's not even an interesting part of life to me. It's like, okay, both liar. But if you go back to your childhood and, from the time that you were so lovely to the time that you became a teenager, it got worse, and then you became an adult, it got really bad. But I started writing, and oh my goodness, it pours on the paper. Like part of me wants to explain, like why and how bad. But you have to write this in different language. You could write it in your code that you learn. I write it in French because my husband doesn't speak French, so it's convenient. So I think it's better. Yeah, then you can write anything and everything. This is much more useful. And now, and then I was interrupted. I have to be careful because there's self-sabotage. Sometimes, when I was upset by something on that day when I was writing about my childhood, teenage, and then the thing of the day took over my writing of history, and I started complaining about oh my goodness, how upsetting is this? And when I looked at it, I said oh no, look at this. I stopped. This is not. And then I put it down for quite a while, but now I realize I'm going to start again. But this time, I'm going to look for a paper that is not going to be erased by time, and a pen that's not going to be erased with time. Because, after, not 10 years, but 100 years, your manuscript will be erased no matter what, unless you look for the right paper, the right pen that they do sell and promote it at one point. Then I guess there was less interest from people, but it will be fascinating to think we have great grandchildren, in so many centuries, and they read that and say, like, what? Oh my, like that, to be really honest, we have been picked out of the mud and shaken and be put back on our feet. So we have to acknowledge that. It's a gift from God. It's not just, no, I'm like very religious. I was searching for God. Like, no, I was not. I was swimming in the mud. And then he picked up, like, oh, look at this poor little one then. And he picked her up. Yuck. But then we have to document that. How would a descendant feel any sense of gratitude to God if they are born in a church and we go to church and we go to workshop on church and God, and they think they're born good, They're born good because we push them to be there. But before we became somewhat a little good, excuse me, oh, here's my family is calling me. Sorry, got to interrupt. But I think it's... Thank you. Oh, this is my daughter. Yeah, join. Cuckoo. Look at that. Here they are. Talk about the devil. Here they are. Hi, Gail. How are you?
Beautiful daughters. Great job, Claudine.
Oh, my goodness. It's so good to see you guys.
Eat something. Eat something, Mona. You don't want to make this a sandwich.
Yes. Sorry. Okay. So sorry.
She seems like tied up now. Okay.
Yes,
Anybody
I'm tied
else?
up.
Questions
Yes.
for this wonderful man?
That's an interesting story. We're having an incredible session where look who's here.
Wow.
Yeah.
You look great,
yeah.
Chloe.
Where are you
Wow.
now?
Hi, Miss.
Here you are. Okay, where are you? Where are you? Here we are. Okay, here he is. Yeah. Ernest is here. And we have one of these great sessions where he's telling us his story and he changed his name, he changed his religion from time to time. Good idea. Yeah, it was very nice. So I guess now we have to talk to them, huh, Papa? So we probably have to go. But anyway, may I recommend to you get the right paper and write for history.
Brother Ernest. Beautiful. It's good. It's a good reminder, Think of the
Yes,
when
yes.
you were a child,
I do an online
It's a good
class.
reminder.
How to use AI.
Oh, yeah.
And how to publish books.
Uh-huh.
So if anybody's interested, I'll send you an email. I do.
Oh, can you?
I do an online class.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
We
so
want to
I'm
hear
writing one
that.
myself.
Get
Oh,
me
good.
online.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Can you give
There's a lot
my
of tools
number?
now, digital tools.
Yeah.
And like AI really helps you like formulate it better.
Yes.
Organize your ideas.
Yeah, I'll be interested.
Me too.
But you still have my number?
Especially when next
Can I
time
keep it,
I want
Daddy?
Mama Joy,
Oh, yeah.
please discuss when you can.
Thank you so much. I
And then
love
maybe
it.
you can
A new
talk
one.
and
Thank you.
introduce us.
Thank you.
How to do that, and maybe show us on the video, the possibilities.
Okay,
That would be
I'm leaving.
Also, yeah, I do it. I usually do it on the Zoom.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Please
So
forward me. You
we
have
can
my
get
email address,
together.
right?
Yeah.
Because there's so much.
Can you forward it to me when you forward
course,
it? Because the girls
of
want
course.
to talk, they have to go to
Hey,
bed.
girlies, you're beautiful. So good to see you.
Yeah. They have to go to bed because it's like midnight over there.
Oh, wow.
Whoopsie.
Hey, straight.
Yes, Ellie, yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Looking up to God.
Honey, where are they? Where are they?
Huh? Well, they're in Switzerland.
Look at that, Mama Joy is here. Oh my God, look at here.
Sorry, I wish we had more time for you.
It was a
No,
super
that's
transition.
great.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay, so
I'm
good
good.
to
I
see
hope you
you.
come next time also when Mama joins
See,
us.
we're connected to Switzerland. Isn't that amazing?
Hang out more together.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing,
That'd
you
be
know.
great.
And also, you know, like the book about the, what you just said, you know, about the kid, you know, painting God, the childlike mind. Oh my God, it's like, you know, the chicken soup for the soul. It's all about that.
Then which book did I give you?
You gave me two.
Yes, so you know Amy and Dunkley. He was the regional,
So we're signing out
you know, the.
because we're still recording.
Go ahead, take that one.
I love
There's,
it.
there's one in here about the children.
Are you
There's an
sure?
article.
Give you some money at least.
Oh.
Let me give you some money. This is the cutest picture of you ever.
That's my granddaughter.